Coming up, we'll take a closer look at the ESL and ELL programs at Fayetteville High.
We'll also see what CTE month entails in the Fayetteville School District.
And we'll feature senior athletes following signing day at FHS in sports for this week. I'm Jay Beasley.
I'm Crystal Tidwell.
And I'm Tanner Wade. Welcome to the Bulldog Weekly.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Weekly. Today is Tuesday, February 19th. Thank you for joining us.
We've got a great show planned for this week. Let's start off with some world news.
As the country was on the verge of another government shutdown last week, the United States Senate voted 83-16 to implement a funding bill that will avoid a work stoppage. The White House says President Trump will sign the legislation, but that he also plans to issue a national emergency due to the lack of finances for the funding of the border wall. That's all we have for this week's world news.
Students at Fayetteville High School go about their day unknowing of the struggles some of their fellow students face. Reporter Lilia Mendez takes a closer look at the students in the ESL and ELL programs and the challenges and changes they face at Fayetteville High School.
Several students within the ESL and ELL programs at FHS have come from many different countries, looking forward to a better education and a better future.
If they're identified as having a language other than English at home at any part of their lives, on the home language survey, they're immediately identified as possibly being ESL, English as a second language, or English language learner, ELL. We do our best to provide also kind of a home environment for them.
Some of these FHS students have received help from Canopy NWA, a local nonprofit organization that is focused on helping relocate and integrate refugees into the community.
Canopy and the other, like Compassion Fayetteville, they've all welcomed these newcomers. And it's just been so heartwarming. Really, the kids have a strong foundation in their church, in Canopy, in the families that support them.
Coming from many different countries around the world, these students left behind important memories in order to pursue better futures and to live out their dreams.
I'm from Africa. It is in South Africa. I was living in Tanzania, and that was good because I had a better life up there. I miss my home country because I miss my grandma so much. She's still there, and I miss my friends.
I'm from a poor place, but beautiful, with a lot of people that have beautiful feelings. Even though it was a poor country, we didn't feel like it. People like me, we don't come here to make them feel bad or make them feel uncomfortable, make them feel like we just want to take everything they have. No, we come here because we have a dream. Like everybody says, a dream. This country is a dream for me and for everybody like me.
If I could give advice or a suggestion to any of our students or teachers or administrators or community members or people who call themselves Americans, is to look at these kids and know that what they have fought for and waited for all their lives is what we take advantage of every day.
Make sure to support the refugee students in their transition to the U.S., embrace their home cultures, and celebrate the diversity added to the student body. For the Bulldog Weekly, I'm Lilia Mendez. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Lilia. If you're interested in helping out local refugee families in our community, you can visit canopynwa.org. There are many volunteer opportunities open to those wanting to get involved.
Today during A&E, the FHS Library is hosting the event Unification at FHS, a history of race and education in Fayetteville. This will be a panel discussion with a question and answer session that will include panelists such as Fayetteville Superintendent Dr. John L. Colbert, Miss Betty Smith, and more.
Students who attend will be able to learn about the experiences of the first Black students at FHS.
FHS is holding a CAP conference night on Wednesday, February 27th from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. To make an appointment, parents should visit the link in the student announcements. Students in grades 9 through 11 should pick a slot with their advisor.
The Guard program at FHS will be hosting the 3rd annual Winter Guard competition on February 23rd. Over 30 teams from Arkansas and Missouri will be competing. The admission is $5 for students and senior citizens, $7 for adults, and children under 5 get in for free. The competition will take place in the FHS Arena starting at 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, please contact Mr. Antonetti at trey.antonetti@g.fayr.net.
2019 to 2020 applications for the Northwest Technical Institute are due to counselors by March 1st. Students who are interested should visit the link in the student announcements. All applications will be processed after CAP conferences.
Applications for the Dog Crew Club are available and need to be turned in by February 22nd. They can be found in the Phase 4 third floor office, and they will need to be turned in to the same location. Students who are interested in taking the Dog Crew class can find applications online under CAP info.
Junior girls that are interested in applying for Girls State should visit the website www.arkansasgirlsstate.com or see Ms. Norman. It is a great opportunity for those who are interested in leadership, citizenship, and government.
With February being the National Career and Technical Education Month, Fayetteville Public Schools and its students are showing their support for CTE programs and the opportunities they provide. Reporter Solomon Evans has more on these great programs of study.
February is National CTE Month, and schools across the country are gearing up to promote their career and technical education programs. FHS is no exception either, with many initiatives planned to demonstrate the importance and benefits of our CTE programs.
CTE Month is a month set aside for us to recognize the career and technical education programs that are available to students. What we try to do in career and technical education is provide students with the skills and knowledge necessary for them to take steps for a meaningful career in the future. We have several activities going on. Several classes have guest speakers coming in. We have speakers coming in from Tyson. We have several speakers coming in from various other parts of business and industry here in the city. We also are doing a social media blitz, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to promote awareness of career and technical education, because unfortunately a lot of people have misconceptions about what career and technical education truly is. The beauty of career and technical education is that it prepares students for the eventual careers that they're going to be in. You know, many students want to go on to further education or further skilled training, but inevitably most everyone is going to end up in a job. So career and technical education, it equips students with the knowledge needed, with the skills needed, and with the other skills commonly known as soft skills to help make them become more employable in the future.
They let kids get experience with the kinds of activities they want to do. Like if you're somewhat interested in engineering, you could take one of these classes to see if you're actually interested. So once you go to college, you can have somewhat of an idea of what you want to do when you're there.
The good thing about career and technical education at Fayetteville High School is that it's not just a month. Our career and technical education teachers do a fantastic job year-round of doing great things in CTE and promoting it and having activities that make it special.
If you would like more information regarding the various CTE programs offered at FHS, talk to your advisor or counselor. I'm Solomon Evans, back to the desk.
Thanks, Solomon. For more information on the CTE programs and the opportunities they provide for FHS students, please check out the link in the student announcements.
Juniors eligible to apply for the National Honor Society will need to turn in a paper copy of their application to Ms. Johnson in room 2013 no later than 8:50 a.m. on Friday, March 8th. The application can be found on the NHS Google site, which can be accessed through a link in the student announcements.
Seniors that haven't ordered their cap and gown yet can contact Balfour over the phone at 479-306-4486. To order online, please visit the link in the student announcements.
Applications are now available for the Fayetteville PTSO Scholarship of Excellence. The application is for seniors and can be found on the Naviance website. For more information, look for the link in the student announcements. The application deadline is April 5th.
Students that are requesting to take a virtual course, whether it be an FHS or concurrent credit, need to submit a signed virtual written agreement with their course request form. The agreements can be found at any of the grade level offices or online.
Coming up, we'll feature a senior athlete who committed on signing day at FHS.
And we'll catch up with Jay Beasley for this week's Bulldog Sports Report. See you in 30.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Sports Report. I'm Jay Beasley. Last week, we saw both the girls and boys basketball teams face adversity here in Bulldog Arena. The teams ended up taking some heartbreaking losses that came down to just the last minute. For this week, you can expect some good matchups as the basketball teams head up to Rogers to play Rogers Heritage. This Friday will be the most anticipated matchup of the week as the Harbor Wildcats come down to Bulldog Arena. And if you got to see the last matchup, expect the tensions to be thick. This weekend, our very own swim and dive teams will be heading up to Bentonville for the state tournament as they try to make waves and bring back a ring. Good luck to both teams up in Bentonville. National Signing Day was earlier this month, and many Fayetteville student athletes signed to colleges around the country. Darius Bowers will be heading to play football at the University of Central Arkansas, and this week he took a step back and reflected on why he plays the game and some of the memories he has from his career to this point.
The quarterback position has helped me, control emotion, my stress level, and pressure situations, being able to calm myself down, and just has taught me to never give up in the face of adversity. So, quarterback position has done all that for me.
Darius Bowers in the shotgun. He's going to look deep down the middle. He's got his man at midfield at the 40. This is Flanagan at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5.
Statistics, they don't really get to me because I've learned that, if you go into a game focusing on how many yards you're going to get, how many touchdowns, it can take away from focus on the team. So, I've never let statistics get to me, and that's just the way I've played. I'm both excited and a little nervous about it because, first I'm nervous because I've never been away from my family, and that's going to be a big point for me. But also I'm ready to, take my next step into adulthood. So I'm really excited for that. Basically, just to keep working. Even if you're not, the best, the biggest right now, there's so many years for you to develop. So keep working, stay hungry, and good things will come to you. So basically, running the ball is based on instinct. I don't know. It's just sometimes it feels that my body just moves, as crazy as that sounds, based on the angles the defenders are coming at, my body position, and all that stuff. So it's all based on instinct. It just seemed like the perfect fit for me. It's close to home, only 2 hours away. The coaches, I really love the coaches. They seem very genuine, and that's basically it. So it just seemed like a great fit for me.
That's all we have for this week for the Bulldog Sports Report. As always, remember to come out and support your dogs. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Jay. That's all we have for this edition of the Bulldog Weekly. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at FHS TV-Fayetteville High for all new shows and live events.
And make sure to check out our Instagram at FHS Bulldog TV to stay up to date with the news around the school and in the community. I'm Crystal Tidwell.
And I'm Tanner Wade. We'll see you next week.